What's up, you guys? I am about to leave to go on a road trip today to see my family, and it's about a 13-hour drive. So I'm gonna show you exactly what to eat and travel with all of these different options coming at us, what to avoid, what to stay away from, so that if you're trying to break this matrix and this program of this food system and big pharma and big food, and you wanna be the person you wanna be and feel the way you wanna feel, this will give you the guiding light to at least start and get there. Let's get into it. My sister is about to pick me up, but I'm gonna make some meat for the road. Something that I used to do historically when I was going on road trips was just like get whatever's at the gas station. And you know, I'm not perfect by any means. I don't think that it makes sense to live your life like completely perfect. You know, I might buy a soda on the way. I don't typically have sodas, but I'm gonna prepare and make sure that I have everything kind of like ready to go so that I don't slip up and eat things that I feel like will make me feel bad. So I'm starting by making about a pound of ground beef. I'm gonna put that in my little to-go container thingy so that I have it with me for the trip. You just need 80-20 ground beef, and you can put this in glass and it should stay for a little while actually. To make something and not have salt in it is just like a crime against humanity. I used to think that eating salt was bad. Don't be afraid of salt. Salt is your friend if you want to get the good salt. Road trip! Yay! Tord, who are you?
Hey, I'm Tord. I'm not from here. I'm from another country. I'm on a road trip with my girlfriend and her sister.
That's the girlfriend.
That's the girlfriend.
It's far less good than I. Is the food system in Norway like at all like the States, or is it different in terms of the types of food that people are told to eat?
The healthy food is marked with a green mark.
Healthy food is marked with a green mark in the grocery store?
Yeah.
My thing would be like, who's judging what's healthy and what's not?
We trust the government.
You guys trust the government there?
Yeah. They have like tax for anything with sugar in it, so it costs money to import it to Norway.
There's sugar tax. First stop in a gas station. Yeah, looking at all these gas stations, if you don't know, you would think that a lot of this was like not that bad for you. Just looking around at everything, you can just understand the seed oils that are in things, and then like basically all the other ingredients that otherwise we wouldn't have known are making us sick. Like they're kind of like hidden in there, even though it looks like nice, healthy packaging. Sketchy. This though is the right aisle to be in. So if we're gonna get a jerky, the best one we want to get is the one with the least amount of ingredients. So this one has corn syrup solids in it. It's not what we want. So here's the thing too, you could get some of this jerky. It's probably the best of the worst, right? So all this processed food, it's not great. But if you need something, jerky is a good way to go. You can kind of just see why it's not great though from looking at the ingredients. But again, best of the worst. Okay, so here's my thing. I'm gonna get a Diet Dr. Pepper. No one needs to tell me how terrible this stuff is. I realize it's awful. But I'm big on picking your vices, and I'm also going on a road trip. I think that if you can pick your vices, not have it all the time, you know, do whatever, then like, I don't think we need to be perfect. I don't think having a Diet Dr. Pepper sometimes here and there is gonna be that big of a deal. Just like having some ice cream here and there isn't that big of a deal. If you binge, that's a different story. Honestly though, I'm leaving and I'm not getting anything because I'm not even hungry. That's kind of the beauty of eating this way. If you stick pretty consistent with it, your appetite just like doesn't exist. And it's been like at least probably 5 hours since I've eaten, so I think we're gonna stop soon and get some food anyways. We're off! Topo Chico! One of the things that messes us up, I think, when we go to the gas stations is we don't have enough food. Like, we're hungry, so then we buy the bad things, you know? So I'm just bringing this ahead of time so that I'm not starving and then I don't pick all the bad stuff. I'll start, I guess. Okay. Can I get the grilled chicken sirloin steak, please? Medium rare, please. Is there like a meat side? Because I don't really eat anything but meat. Is there anything that I could do with that? Like bacon on the side instead? Okay, so I've never been to Cracker Barrel before, but I wanted to ask her what the food is cooked in. It's definitely going to be canola oil or like vegetable oil, but chances are when you're going and road tripping in places like anywhere, it's not going to be cooked in beef tallow, and that's just kind of the price you pay, so it is what it is. I don't know, sometimes when I go to restaurants I feel like I don't get enough food, especially because I just eat basically the meat mostly. So yeah, I ordered a side of 3 eggs over easy and ate them in the car, but it was too dark to see. It's about 11:30 at night. Wow. Hello. Okay, it's the next morning and I am finally alive. So we all know that the whole thing about not eating fat was a scam, how that was something that like should never have happened in our food system, of telling people not to eat fat, eat low fat, eat reduced fat. And it's interesting how it still exists in areas all over the world, like this milk. You know, that's not something that we want. We want to have full fat. We want to have regular amounts of fat because we need fat. Our brain needs fat to thrive and survive and exist properly. But you know, it's kind of the brainwashing that comes with marketing, I guess. We're on our last leg. We've got 2 more hours, and it's about 2, I think. Yeah. And yeah, I'm not hungry at all. I usually have about 2 meals a day, but kind of the nice thing about when you're eating this way and eating a lot of fat and protein, you don't get as hungry. So I go into these gas stations like such, and I don't really need to get all the crap. Do you eat just meat?
No. Primarily animal-based, mainly fruit, honey, meat.
You like potatoes? Potatoes, yeah. Do you think people can be a little dogmatic about stuff?
I do. It's really important to pay attention to your own blood sugar, to how you feel, to the energy of your own body, to see how you sleep, inflammation.
What do you eat?
What I eat
Yeah.
today?
No, in general.
A lot.
What do you eat?
I said it, a lot of food.
I do think that people can get a little bit dogmatic about things. You gotta know what works for you. I don't eat vegetables. I do eat some fruit. I do eat, you know, mostly, like literally 99% meat, but I also think like you gotta figure out what works for you. Are we in Kansas?
We in Kansas right now.
We're in Kansas? Is this anything like Norway?
That's very different.
Your face. We made it to the camper. So now we hang out with the fam. It is dinner time. I took off all the things that I didn't want. Ketchup and cheese. And now I really haven't eaten today, so this is what I've got. And it's gonna be 3 or something burger patties and a hot dog. And you, Johnny.
Yes.
What are you doing?
Getting pickles? What are you doing?
I'm watching you get pickles.
Are you recording me getting pickles?
I am.
Are you,
Again, I don't try to be perfect when I'm doing this kind of stuff. I'm here having a family reunion with my family, and this is what's offered, and this is what I'm gonna eat. So there's tons of chips, there's tons of dip, there's all these different things, and you know, really I just stick with this kind of stuff, and I feel good. Johnny, do you think it's weird that I just mainly eat meat?
Yes.
Why?
Do you want my giving you shit answer or like my actual scientific answer?
Both.
Giving you shit because you're a hoe.
Okay.
Second, my argument on how our teeth are formed.
It's so funny. It's not never funny.
What, the hoe thing?
Why? It's just never not funny.
It's what Johnny is. Johnny's a hoe, and he's got to call it out.
We're all hoes.
We're all
here.
hoes.
Scientifically, when you're a hoe specifically, canines and grinders, right? Grinders were meant for vegetation. That's what, if you look at all herbivores, they have grinders, which is what we have in the back. And all predatory animals have carnivore teeth. Like they're pointed and they're sharp because they can rip. So my argument to just eating meat is throw some goddamn veggies in there and you're set.
Okay, cool. What if I say just fruit instead of veggies?
I would say that's still not technically natural to our environment.
What's wrong with veggies?
No. Fruits are fine, but fruits are incredibly high in sugar. Like if you came from a non-tropical environment, there was no fruit.
Right.
Like where the hell are you getting a strawberry or a fucking pineapple in Russia? Meat, no matter what the environment, has always been scarce. Besides like fish.
Are y'all just cooking away? Ooh, bacon. It's the next morning and we're all just making some bacon and eggs now. Just hanging out, I think. Mega pack the size of Jaina. Where's the mega pack?
Over there.
It's literally.
It's a Nebraska size pack.
That's kind of disgusting.
That's beautiful.
Right. Now it's lunchtime and obviously there's tons of options. There's a little bit of sauce on this. It was catered. Like I'm gonna wipe it off, but I'm not gonna, you know, stress too hard about it. You know, if I can do this here and there, that's no big deal.
You think stretching is
Stretching is important.
Do you think it's a life hack, Alyssa? Heck yeah. I think for a very long time in society, we've been told that as we age, we're gonna get a lot uglier and we're gonna feel terrible and our body's gonna be sick and struggling. We need to be on these medications. But I don't believe that that's right, actually. People that change their way of eating or change the things that they put in their body, like for me, I stopped drinking when I was 26, and now I limit the amount of processed foods that I have. Like, I feel like I'm so much healthier and happier. Obviously, of course, things just eventually wear down a little bit, but I think that that story that we've been told is false. And I think that we have so much more in our bodies energetically that can figure things out if we just give it the proper ammunition, or we remove the things that make us sick and ill. And it's just a matter of being aware of those things. So for me, I do my best to take out processed foods. I'm not perfect, but for 99% of my life, I take it out. And understanding how big pharma and the big food systems have essentially made us be sick and ill, but the marketing is so good, is similar to how I see the alcohol industry. The marketing is so good, but then why are so many people ruining their lives and so addicted and suffering, and they're losing their families and they're going to rehab and failing and all of these things? It's a paradigm shift to see what real potential joy could come from. How do you feel about people eating carnivore or animal-based?
It's changed my life quite a bit. I sleep better. I feel more energy. I stopped drinking as much caffeine or coffee.
Dude, right? I know. I can't. I literally was just talking about this. I used to have like 3 cups a day. I can have like half a cup now.
So I would consider myself like carnivore adjacent.
Yeah.
I do fruit in the morning. Yeah, no, it's a game changer. It changes a lot. So.
You're, I think, probably the only one in the family who might do that with me.
I used to weigh like 15, 20 pounds more, so I've steadily kind of lost my weight with that, and it's a healthy weight that I'm stronger than I've ever been besides football. So.
You feel good, right?
Oh, 100%.
That's wild. I forgot that you ate that way. Cool.
Yeah.
Look away. What's up, guys? It is time for me to head back home. So I'm taking a flight out now. I'm not even going to go into the details of how I just figured out how to get onto this flight. Anyways, I booked a flight out of the wrong city. So I just hitched a ride last night, figured out how to get here, just made it this morning in the nick of time for my flight to leave and go back home. Right, made it.
From everyone at Alicia.
And I'm back. I'm looking exhausted. First thing I'm doing is hitting the grocery store. So got to get right back into the regularly programmed way of living so that I can get back to feeling good. So I'm about to get some bacon and eggs because I need it, and I have enough beef. So to, have some sugar, just get right back into it, just restart, and you're all good. And that's how we're able to reinvent these programs and this new reality to be the person and the boss or the parent or the husband or the wife, whatever, that we really want to be. Hope you guys like this video. And I'll see you guys on the next one. See ya.